actually.
Sociology is the study of the group, and it began in Europe. The father of sociology is Augustus Comte. Comte's work would have never been known worldwide if his works weren't translated to English by Martineau. The French Revolution, as well as the Industrial Revolution, began the interest in group behavior. The French Revolution was the French people overthrowing their king. One thing that sparked from the French Revolution was the idea of the left and the right wing politically. People who were considered left-wing were people who were more liberal. Liberal people during the Revolution wanted change in the government. Today's liberals are known as Democrats. People who were right-wing during the Revolution were considered conservative. These people didn't want change in the government. Today, the conservative people are known as Republicans. The instrument of death during the French Revolution was the guillotine. When people were getting killed by the guillotine, the women were sent first because their hair would make the guillotine less effective and dull the blade. This is where the phrase "ladies first" came from. In Jiu Jitsu, there's a choke called the guillotine. This choke resembles how the guillotine was used during the Revolution. The guillotine was an instrument that cut people's heads off, so this choke resembles how that was used. So say somebody shoots in at you trying to take you down. You can stop them here with your hands, and then you push their head onto your armpit and stop here. See how his head is isolated from the rest of his body, and my arm is kind of like the blade? You go here, you pull it across, step in, up, and that's the choke. It resembles how the head would be cut off from the blade. The guillotine choke is not the only submission that relates to what I learned in the first marking period in sociology. Commonly confused, two South American tribes are the Incas and the Aztecs. The Aztecs are originally from Mexico, whereas the Incas come from Peru. One of the most famous Incas was Tupac Amaru. He was a fearless Inca who stood up for what he believed in. A necktie is kind of like a noose, which it cuts off the oxygen to the brain through your arteries, and the Peruvian necktie submission does kind of the same thing. So somebody would take a shot on me again, and I would sprawl. I'd get my hands together, lock them on the same side of the neck, cutting off the oxygen through the artery to the brain on that side. Step my leg up over their head, sit back, throw my other leg over, and extend. And that cuts off the oxygen to the brain through your arteries, kind of like how the noose would.